Ulfmeta here from Mind of a Marketer, the Chief Marketing Officer, and this is the Accelerated SEO program. So we're going to talk about a couple different pieces of the puzzle. We've got national SEO for anyone who wants to go, countrywide, and this is Canada, this is USA, this is certain parts of Europe, this is certain parts of South America. If you want to go nationally in a particular area, we have national SEO packages. And we've got local SEO packages for those of you who want to rank for a particular city or a particular area. So if you're like a service-based type niche, you can't drive 100 miles, the other direction. Sometimes you want to stay within a certain area, so you want to just grab those cities for your SEO. So both of these are available, both in retail and wholesale, because we also help other SEO companies as the SEO provider. So not getting found online is the equivalent of not having signage for a retail store. If people can't find you, so they can't buy from you. Imagine if you had to walk down the street and every single store didn't have a sign, right? And you had to pop your head and, hey, do you sell cheese? Hey, do you sell cheese? Hey, do you sell cheese? Until you found the cheese store, right? That would be terrible. That's exactly what it's like not having people be able to find you on the internet. Where's the first place you go to search for things? You just hop on Google and you type it in and it just gives you the places to go. And that's exactly how people find you online. It's the equivalent of not having signage for your store, which is crazy. But before we get into that, if I break marketing just down and simplify it into four major blocks, we've got traffic, we've got list building, conversion, and then sales, or at least the handoff to sales. So SEO, or search engine optimization, is a traffic solution. It gets your website and your business in front of more people and potentially more customers. But realize it's not the be-all end-all solution to everything. It's the answers to the first step, which is traffic, right? Getting people to find you on your site. And so how does SEO work? Well, it's broken down into two major categories. We've got content and we've got links. So the way Google and search engines work is that they try to bring you the best user experience, and that means relevant results. So imagine how many people would continue to use Google if you typed in ice cream and it gave you asparagus. It's not quite the same thing, right? So to rank high for relevancy, you need content that matches people's intent. There's search intent. This is the first part of the equation. So our team of trained writers understands this, and that you got to appease both people and search engines at the same time. So once an order comes in, they do the appropriate research and they write articles, like good articles that cover a topic well, but also with their SEO knowledge, they write it in a way so that search engines would be able to find what they wrote for you, which is super important. And realize this shouldn't be the only form of content on your website, but it's definitely the right thing for getting noticed by Google. So you still have to have your own content. But the content that we write for you is actually built up by professionals, but it's not supposed to replace all of your own content. Okay, so the secret sauce behind that is we actually hire retired English teachers to do the writing. And because of that, the writing is always perfect from a grammar perspective. And then we just taught them how to do what's called LSI, latent semantic indexing for the SEO nerds. And that way they write words that go with the other words that make it so Google trusts it more. The next piece is links. And the greater number of links, people who give you testimonials, the better, right? So the same works on the internet. The more relevant sites that are pointing to your website, to your business, the more Google pays attention. And it serves up your site as an answer to people's queries because people are pointing at you. And both of these are handled by our accelerated SEO service. So each time we add another customer to our company, we actually sort their domain into groups. So stuff like realtors, doctors, lawyers, dentists, chiropractors, gyms, etc. They're all categorized, and we utilize each one to link to your website based on their relevancy. So relevant links from people who are in the same profession but don't serve the same area work really, really well. I mean, you're not going to drive 100 miles from one chiropractor to another, right? And it's not hard to get a few hundred links from hyper-relevant sites in a short amount of time using our platform. And so the more targeted the domain, the better the link performs. And multiple links, from relevant domains speed up the process. And you don't need a lot of links, which is super important, right? You don't need a gazillion links, you just need a bunch of good links. And not even a bunch. Like, we were able to rank for difficult to rank niches in the competitive space with only 19 to 20 links. You don't need hundreds of thousands of links, you just need good ones. Next piece is the track record. This is the secret sauce that sets us apart from any other provider. We've got a track record of doing this since 2004. Okay, 50,000 domains later, we're at 400,000 top 10 rankings and 100,000 first place positions right now on Google. That kind of shows that we're heading in the right direction when it comes to getting your business seen on the front page. And yeah, but SEO is slow, right? Yes and no. The other thing that makes the system different is it's not your grandmother's SEO system. It's faster. And by faster, I mean much faster. Hence the name accelerated SEO. Instead of waiting months or even years to rank, this model accomplishes it within weeks, right? The more difficult keywords within months instead of years. And that being said, I'd classify it as something in between regular SEO and paid traffic. So it shouldn't be your only content platform, but it'll get your site found quickly and efficiently. You can see by our numerous case studies. I do a couple of case studies every couple of weeks just to showcase different niche markets to show that we can rank in your space, and that way you can see some of the customers and their happy rankings and whatnot. So wait, isn't SEO expensive? It doesn't have to be. Right? With our platform, we're able to charge you by the keyword. You pay for what you want to rank for. And we've got wholesale rates for other SEO and marketing agencies to sell with as well. So we've got some pricing for direct customers to work with us. And you can see all the pricing on our website. And that's kept up to date, but it's typically per keyword. So you only pay for what you need. So just check out the website for the pricing. Obviously, we've got the retail pricing for regular folks who have just one shop and want to get some SEO done for yourselves. And then we have different wholesale pricing for other marketing shops where they have like tens or hundreds of customers and they want to get a bit of a deal on a volume purchase. And so that's really it. The next step is that if you could use some more traffic to your website or your business, have more people find you in general, book a call with one of our specialists and we'd be happy to help you select your first 5 or more keywords to get found on the first page of Google. Thanks for watching, and I'm looking forward to helping your business on the internet. Cheers.